Welcome back. In this video, we shall learn how to track and control the version of our codes that are in our machines using Git. What I mean is that the code you have been writing can now be tracked, managed, and controlled using Git. The first thing to do is launch a command prompt. Then use the cd command to cd into the folder that has the code you want to track. In my case, this is the code I want to track. Just a little age calculator here. There's a Python file, and this is an HTML file, and I have a CSS file in my folder also. Let's say I want to track this code, and I want to commit this code to my local repository before pushing it to my remote repository, which is Github. What I'm going to do is cd into the folder where I have all of these files. In my case, it's Git tutorial. This is my folder. So I would use the cd command to cd into this folder. And to do that, I would pull up my command prompt and I would cd to desktop first. Then cd to Git tutorial. I'm in my folder. When you're in your folder, the first thing to do is to initialize Git. And to initialize Git, we use the command Git Init. You can see initialized empty Git repository in this folder. And that's it. Git has been initialized in this folder. Before we talk about some terminologies that we all need to know throughout this course, let's run a command known as git status. So let's say git status. As you can see, the git status displays all the files we have in this folder, and it's telling us that we have not made any commits yet. So the git status command is actually used to know the status of your tracking process. Now let's go over a few commands. The first command we shall be talking about is the Git Add Command. The Git Add command is used to add files to the staging area of our local Git. And when I say staging area, this refers to the area that is in between the working directory, which is where we are working, can be our VS Code or a folder, and the repository, which is our Git repository locally. Using car production for an example, the staging area is like the warehouse where manufactured cars are kept before it is taken to the market. The market is the repository in this case, and the factory is the working directory. This means that you only take cars that are manufactured correctly from the factory to the warehouse so that they can be taken to the market. So the git add command takes your code from the working directory to the staging area, getting it ready to be committed to the repository. Another command to talk about is the git commit command. The git commit. The git commit command is used to save everything that's in the staging area to the local repository. Let's head over to the next video where we shall practice everything we have learned so far.